Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are again going to continue our lecture of quadratic equations, chapter 1 of 10th class mathematics. In this lecture we will cover exercise 1.1, it's question number 3, first two parts. So, the question number 3 is, solve the following equation by completing square. Now we have to solve the quadratic equation using the completing square method. So the first part is 7x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals to 0. As you can see, the equation is already in the quadratic form, so no need to change it now. Acha ji, first step of completing square is to take the constant term to the other side of the variable. We must be having only the variable terms to the left side and all the constant terms to the right side of the equation. So the constant term was minus 1, I have taken it to the other side, it would become plus 1. So 7x square plus 2x equals to 0 plus 1 is the new equation. Adding 0 to 1 would be 1. Again, the second step to remember is we should not be having anything with the first variable. We should not be having any digit with the first variable, it should be 1. So we are having 7 here. What we will do, we will divide 7 to all the digits in case to cancel this with this. So I have divided it with 7x square plus 2x and with 1. It would be divided to both sides of the equation. So cancelling, if in the first digit 7 to 7, it would become x square plus 2 by 7x equal to 1 over 7. What we have done till here is, firstly we took the constant term to the other side of the equation, then the first variable must be having the coefficient 1, so we divide the whole equation by 7 and here is the answer. Now as the word completing square can explain that we have to apply the formula of a square, the formula of a perfect square, and you all know there are two formulas of perfect square, a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. Here we are having two terms, x square plus 2 by 7x. This term is a square, this term is 2ab term. We are not having the term b square. So first of all we have to find what would be the b term from 2 by 7x. We will multiply the central term, which is 2 by 7x, with 1 over 2x. We will normally take the half of this term. So the variable x should also be get cancelled. That's why we have put 2 here. So 2 by 7x multiplied by 1 by 2x. The answer would be 1 over 7. So what that 1 over 7 is, this is our term of b square. Now boys, what formula we are going to use? We are going to use the formula of a square plus 2ab plus b square equals to a plus b whole square. Now the question arises, why I have used this a plus b whole square formula? I could also have used a minus b. The sign which is with the term 2ab, we will use that formula. Here the sign is plus, so that's why we are using the plus formula. If the sign was minus, we could have used the minus formula. Writing the next step, the first step would be x square, that would be our a square term, then plus 2 by 7x is the term of our 2ab plus b square. Instead of b, we will write this term 1 over 7 and square will remain the same. Equals to 1 by 7 will remain the same. Now I have added 1 by 7 square here as well because I have added it to the left side of the equation. So to cancel the effect, we have to add it to the other side of the equation. Now we have closed the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square and the answer is x plus 1 over 7 whole square equals to 1 over 7 and 1 by 7 whole square has now been opened to 1 over 49. We will take the LCM of the right side. The LCM would be 49 obviously because 49 is the factor of 7. 49 we will multiply this side by 7 because 7 times 49, so 7 1 times 7, 1 will remain the same. Adding the two terms, we will get 8 by 49. Completing square, the next step to remember is take under root of both the sides. Because we have to cancel that square, we need to get the answer of x. So to separate it, we first have to cancel that square and then we have to take the plus 1 by 7x to the other side of the equation. So cancelling the square term, we always need to get its root. So taking root on both the sides. This side will get cancelled with the square root, and this side taking the square root of 8, you can use the calculator, the answer would be 2 under root 2, and taking the square root of 49, the answer would be 7. You all know that while taking the square root, we have to use the plus minus sign with the answer. Now we will separate the term x and we will take plus 1 by 7 to the other side of the equation. It would become minus 1 over 7 plus minus 2 under root 2 by 7 will remain the same. Now taking again LCM of this side, we will get this answer. As you can see, there is no more solution possible, so that is the answer of our variable, and we will write it in the solution set. Coming to the next part. Second part is ax square plus 4x minus a equal to 0. Here you can see that the constant term is a, and that a will also be considered as a constant number. It's not a variable, it's a number here, same as a is the constant term here which shows a number. So remembering the steps, what was the first step? It was to take the constant term to the other side of the equation and keep all the variable terms to the left side. So I have taken a with 0, 0 plus a, it would be a. So our equation now is ax square plus 4x equals to a. Now what was the next step? Yes, our first variable should be having the coefficient 1, not a or any other digit. So what we will do, we will divide all these three terms with a. Dividing all these three terms with a, we will get the answer x square plus 4 by ax equals to 1. Now what formula we will apply? Looking at this sign, yes, we will again apply the formula of a plus b whole square, which would be a square plus 2ab plus b square. Again we are going to find the b term first because we don't have that term. The first two terms are x square plus 4x by a, but we are not having that b square term. So working, again we will take the half of this term, 4x by a, multiplying with 1 by 2x, cancelling x with x, 2 with 4, we will get 2 by a. So 2 by a is our term for b. So in this whole formula, where we are having b, we will place 2 by a. I have written x whole square plus 4x over a plus 2 by a whole square equals to 1 plus 2 by a whole square. 2 by a whole square is the new term we have added, so we will add it to the both sides of the equation. Now we will close this formula, a square plus 2ab plus b square, and that formula is equal to a plus b whole square. Here a is x and b is 2 by a. So writing it, x plus 2 by a whole square equals to 1 plus, opening this formula, 2 into 2, or taking the square of 2 would be 4 and taking the square of a will be a square. The next is, we have taken the LCM of this right side. It would be a square and the numerators would become a square plus 4. Now the next step was to cancel that square, so we have to take the square root of both the sides. Taking square root of the left side, the square would get cancelled with the square root, and the right side, a square will get cancelled with the square root, so the answer would become x plus 2a equals to plus minus under root a square plus 4 over a. Now, as we have to separate this x term, we have to take plus 2 by a to the other side of the equation, and it will become minus 2 by a, plus minus under root a square plus 4 by a will remain the same. Again, we have to take the LCM of this side because the solution is possible. Taking the LCM, because a was common, so a is the LCM and all the numerators will also remain the same. As no solution, no more solution is possible here, so we will write the final answer in the form of a solution set. Now students, you have to remember the steps of solving the quadratic equation by completing square method. First step is to change the given equation to the quadratic form. Next, keep the variables at the left side and take the constant term to the right side of the equation. Running coefficient must be 1. What is running coefficient? Running means the first variable's coefficient, which is the coefficient of x square, and it should be 1. How it can become 1? For this we will divide all the digits with the running coefficient. In the examples you have seen that first we divided it by 7 and then we divided it by 8. The next step is to multiply the term with the single power of variable with 1 by 2x, single power of variable, the term having this x with it. Apply the formula of perfect square. It could be a minus b whole square or it could be a plus b whole square. Find the value of the variable, which means we have to keep variable to one side of the equation and all the other things to the other side. And write the final answer in the form of a solution set.